I think to me, a man is someone that is masculine first and foremost, but is also a gentleman. Is also someone who's strong, not just physically but mentally as well, and someone who is also compassionate, someone who's kind and is confident. To me, honestly, that's what a man really is, and those are the kind of values that I put on myself and the way I want like my family whenever I start wanting to be able to view me. And I think a lot of people also just do need to wind their perspective of what a man really is, because I do believe that being a provider, being a good leader, being a teacher or somebody people look up to, it's a privilege, but it's also a responsibility that we all carry on. And like, for example, being a provider, like a lot of people think that being a provider just means financially, like you were able to provide financially, which in a sense, yes, that's a key aspect of it, but being a provider goes so much deeper than that, you know, whether that's being a provider for your family and making sure that you're able to contribute to their mental well-being, their spiritual well-being, their emotional well-being. Like that in itself is also what it means to be a provider, and being that person that your family or your friends can look up to and stuff like that. And so like within all those other things I kind of mentioned, like, you know, not just being a provider, but being somebody who's compassionate, somebody who's kind, who's confident, like all those have way more weight to it than what people really like to talk about. And like people throw these words like they're just buzzwords, but like really taking the time to deep dive into your world, like what does that look like to me? Like what does a provider look like to me? What does a person that is courageous look like to me? But essentially to me, a definition of what a true man is, like I said, someone who is masculine first, but is also a gentleman. Someone who is, you know, strong, is compassionate, is kind, but is also like confident in themselves and what they bring to the table and stuff like that. So yeah.
No. I love your answer. And what's interesting is like a few weeks ago we had already come up with the topics that we wanted to talk about for these episodes a while back, and so I was trying to think of what I would say for this topic a long time ago. And what's interesting is I was going to give a definition until I heard this one podcast by Jason Wilson, the same author that I just brought up. And he honestly said something that changed my whole mind. And he was like,